Hello, this is Dr. Millicent Thomas. I would like to explain about how to draw a scatter plot using TI-83 or 84 graphing calculator. In my previous video, I have explained how to get the scatter plot manually. In this video, let us see how to draw that using our TI-83 or 84. Let's take this example. They have given the 12 sales for the different temperatures for ice cream sales. We would like to get a scatter plot for this. If we are trying to find the ice cream sales, and that's what we are trying to predict, that will be our response variable. So this is our y variable or the response variable. And we are going to make use of these temperatures to predict what the sales is going to be. So this is your x, and x is your explanatory variable. So let's enter these values x and y in a graphing calculator. First, let us take stat edit. Let us enter the x values under L1 and y values under L2. After we enter these values under L1 and L2, let's make sure that the stat plot is on, and let us select the correct icon for the scatter plot. And if we press zoom 9, which says zoom stat, we will get this graph. And if we want to have a clear window, let's press window and adjust those windows. So if we can get a friendly window for this, say the minimum is from 10 to 28 with an interval of 2, and y minimum is from 0 to 700 with an interval of 700. Once when you adjust the window and graph it, you get the clear scatter plot like this. So the result what we get using a calculator matches with the diagram what we see. So we can trace that in our notebook. On the x-axis we have the explanatory variable, which is your temperature. On the y-axis we have the sales, and that's our response variable. So the diagram what we get gives us the scatter plot for the temperature and the sales. Now for this scatter plot, if we are trying to find a line which will fit the whole data, we know that the line cannot pass through all these points because the points are scattered all over. But we are interested in finding a line which will represent the whole data. So it may be a better representation for the data. It may be a best fit for the data. So if you want to find that, we have to select Stat Edit and enter all those values as we did earlier. And then select a Stat Calc under that number 8, which says linear regression a plus bx. So when you enter that, your calculator will say that your x list is listed under L1, y is listed under L2, and you are trying to find the regression equation, and here we are trying to calculate this. So when you're trying to calculate, press calculate, you will be getting an equation of this type. Y equals a plus bx, where a is the intercept and b is the slope. Now you can manually enter these values under y equals. So here negative 159.47 plus 30b is so you're entering for a and b. A and b are entered here. A is negative 159.47 plus b is 30.09 times an x. You can find x in your calculator, the second row, second column. So use that key for x and graph it. You may find the line you can find this line in your screen along with the scatter plot. So the line what we see here is the line of best fit, which is also called the regression line, y equals a plus bx. So this is how we find the scatter plot and the regression line using our graphing calculator, either TI-83 or 84. So you can trace that in your notebook with the temperature on the x-axis, sales on the y-axis with the scatter plot and the line, which this line is the line of best fit or the regression line, least square regression line. So in this chapter, in this video, we discussed about the graphing calculator application for getting a scatter plot for a bivariate data. And we also drew the regression line along with the scatter plot for a given bivariate data. Hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching this.